welcome to the show. Glad you can make it. Welcome to Cabaret Connect. The idea being we wanted to get some of our friends, our musical friends, and people that love music together to join us whilst locked in our rooms to do some music and enjoy some music. And the twist tonight is we wanted to try and make it as best quality as possible. So we've asked everybody, and the brief wasn't it, to keep things as best quality as we can. Because sometimes we can have performances just steady in front of the cameras, a bit like we're doing over the introductions, but hopefully we've got the music that will be smoother and beautiful. So what have we got on this evening, Linda?
Well, what have we got on? So we're going to be kicking off with your good self, actually. We'll start with some Wasps versus Humans, making a bit of noise.
Yes.
And I might just join you as well.
Okay.
I'll have to do a costume change. Then we have got the wonderful Andrea, and she'll be playing some songs as well.
Then we have Syd Meats, which is actually fantastic. All the people tonight have got the connection of Lincoln, the little place Lincoln. And the little Lincoln is part of a country called England, which is a little place off the beautiful country of Ireland, of course. And this is important to remind people that we are broadcasting all the way from Ireland.
From the motherland, Ireland.
So, I'm finishing off with?
Well, we said Syd, so we're finishing off with the mighty Lizard's Egg. Now, Lizard's Egg is Eggly and Liz. I've got it the wrong way around, actually. It should be Liz and Egg.
Yeah.
Lizard's Egg. It's quite clever.
It's a clever name. And they'll be doing a fantastic set. And I've known them both for a long time. I've probably known Liz and Egg probably 130 years. It's been quite a long time. We've got very old friends, so I'm looking forward to that. So I think, and by the way, housekeeping, we have, tell them about housekeeping.
Yes, housekeeping. Yes, I saw a little comment there that somebody was saying you were hoovering, that's why we were taking a bit of time coming through, but you weren't. No, this is different kind of housekeeping. So you can instant message, so a few of you have been doing that already, so to say hi, I'm sure you'll see a few yourselves, there's a few friends there, so say hello to each other and say nice things, that's always good. We've also got, if you look on the bottom of your screen there, so we've got an ask a question button, so you can post a question and we can answer it, and if we can't, we might just ignore it, I don't know, but anyway, we've also got a donate button. Now, I'd just like to say thank you so much to everybody who has donated so far. We've had people contributing donations over the last couple of days, and that's really, really generous of you, so thank you. Thousands,
which is nice. I was surprised by the 50,000. Yeah.
So that was very good. So please donate. We are making this a pay what you think event, a kind of, I suppose, a virtual handing around the jar sort of thing. So, I mean, if you can't, that's not a problem either. But we do like to put a bit of a value on this. It's been a tough time for everybody, particularly in the music entertainment industry. And all the money that we get this evening will be shared equally amongst the brilliant artists we have got performing for you this evening. And everyone
is going to buy lots of chocolate with their money. I think that's just very important.
See, that's what I'm going to spend mine on.
This is great. This is almost like, I imagine the two of us, it's almost like, it's like Winter Watch, isn't it? But without the animals, but it's just like musicians instead. And I'm Chris Packham and you're Michaela Strachan. Excellent.
Do you think? She's a lot younger and clever. But anyway.
She's not that younger, actually, no.
Is she not?
No.
I'm just looking haggard. Is that what you're saying?
So without further ado,
yes.
I now bring you to, now this is my Wasps versus Humans set with a bit of chunky bands at the end, so I'd just like to warn, there was a little bit of swearing in the first poem, but it's all in the name of art.
Yeah, so cover only, if you get easily offended, do that, but otherwise...
but don't worry about the children. I mean, all the children know all the swear words anyway, to be fair.
Well, your children do anyway.
I certainly do.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as bad words, only bad intentions, Frank Zappa. Thank you. Anyway, so without further ado, we have the mighty, Wasps versus Humans. Enjoy. Thank you. The bleakness of unemployment cements ageing gangsters into the foundations of motorways, leaving only stories, leaving only empty wallets and nothing but time on hands. The nobodies breeding, drinking, fucking, swearing to death, cold, faceless, institutionalised, extinct lies, prey on TV shows, looked down upon by Guardian readers and documentary filmmakers. The bleakness of rainy afternoons on housing estates with nothing to do or hope for cloud over once blue skies. The bleakness of a given up society engulfs the room like a television screen. The nobodies on the brink of Nothing at all. On the brink of! Not willing to help themselves or each other. Not even love survive this dog shit melting like colours existence. The nobodies with bleached hair avoid capture. Tagged, gagged, head-butted. On the pinch, on the dole. Learning how to steal. Learning how to not give a shit. Regeneration, program, rat, piss, lager, riddle, bone, fearless. Faithless. Arm mend into graves, never seen a church. The bleakness of these times on these streets with Cupid arrow kills, cements my consciousness like a bullet, like a funeral procession, like a dead cat beside the road, like a broken family, treeless, but still climbing, up, up, to the exit sign, through the darkness, and into the darkness, raised and born on these streets, chained without walls, killed without bullets, hungry without food, forgotten without memory. Raised and born, left without direction, education, possessions, hospitalised, chastised, hypnotised, gone without saying goodbye. Raised and born, lazy, idle hands without work, badly drawn tattoos, at war and games consoles on street corners, pinching or stinging away to heaven or prison. Raised and born, pensioners, sitting in the darkness without heating. Hope is kicked in the head. Left for dead, injected with fake dawns. Raised and born, pushers, peddling drugs outside school gates, getting high at any price, so high I'll touch the sky. Scrapers, broken bottled in council house, dreams scream across desk counters, court without defence lawyer, no rights read, civil unrest, sleeping in beds without alarm clocks, excuses seep from wounds that will never heal. Raised and born on these streets, chained without walls, killed without bullets, hungry without food, forgotten without memory. Good evening, thank you very much, welcome. Bring on Linda to the show, to the floor, to the stage. Here we are, welcome. Okay, we're going to do a song called Propaganda. So we're going to do this with a bar on drip beats, things going on, so we'll just go straight into it and see how we feel. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Propaganda's coming round with a smile, send a piece of the pound there. Everything to ease the pain. Drop of medicine, slice of the cake. Getting lies, coming with cheese. Picking fights, starting children. Mr. President's killing the babies. Getting books with my teeth and slavery. On pictures in the sand. Drawing pictures, shaking hands. Trying to fix the sense. No one's talking, so we're giving it down with them. No tears, but make it real. Join on the TV, twist the team. Weapons pointing to the stars. Build limousines, fast cars. Picking deep, spinning on. Jail Joe's got a heart. Come on! Sailing boats across the sea, flying planes, and then on the beach, a general stops and looks around, makes a speech, drops a missile in town. On the streets, smell of revenge, sad. Give me a match, you'll be my friend. So waiting for God to save the day, praying for peace, another slice of the cake. So they're waiting for God to save the day, praying for peace, another slice of the cake. I'm waiting for God to save the day, praying for peace, another slice of the cake, another slice of the cake, another slice of the cake, another slice of the cake. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can almost imagine the applause in the living rooms all around the world, all around Ireland, all around Carrigaline, all around everywhere, all around outer space. This is a song we recorded. I recorded, I may add, last year as a single. This is called Run Somewhere. Okay, and you're going to start this. It's a beautiful whistle intro, so just to get you in the mood.
Okay.
For a miserable song about loneliness and desperation. Thank you.
Thanks.
feelings you want back. It's the journey I want to take. You better run, you better run somewhere. You better run, you better run somewhere. Somewhere. It's the land you can't see. It's the full moon you can't see. It's the fountain by a stream. It's the building you can't leave. You better run somewhere. You better run somewhere. You better run somewhere. You better run somewhere. It's a drum you can't beat. It's the words you never said. Truth you can't take. Lies and unread. You better run somewhere. You better run somewhere. It's the land you can't cross. It's the game you can't win. It's the world you never knew. The truth you can't steal. I don't know, Mummy, what will I do? I'll be on TV, looked at from every angle of the TV crew. Upside down, spin me around, I'll do anything to make me a star. Anything goes, sick of filming, I'll take off my clothes. Makeup, artists, posters, trailers. I'll be a postman. He's not in a paper. Nobody wants to see him later. Lying on a beach with my staple belly, my plastic tits and mechanics to wank over. Pump up my lips, cut off my face, remortgage my house, sell my new car. Please, please make me a star. Beauty pageants, believe me, with ice cream. Size 0 girls with no waistline, ribcage and faded jeans. Expectations running high for the karaoke queen. The promised land turned out to be a car park. Unprotected sex in the back of a Ford Cortina. Same as an agent works for Littlewood's catalogues. Pregnant at 17. Karaoke queen's dreams. So that for the heat. The TV minutes, believe. For £2 a minute. That's the person that pays the bill. Please. No answers on a postcard. No 15 minutes. No flashballs. No limos. Just discount cabs. No red carpets. Just wine stands. Karaoke queen, dancing on a white wine and soda. It's the dance floor. Pretend she's Britney Spears. She can hear the crowd. Normality follows on like gangrene. Not a dream. Runs out of oxygen and drops off. Society's abnormal expectations claim another victim. Thank you very much. That was a poem called The Karaoke Queen. That was turned into a song. I teamed up with a bunch of people called Eat My Noise, music producers and fantastic songwriters, Peter Power and David Duffy. Did a great song version of that. There's a great video online as well if you want to check that out. Please do. YouTube, get on there. It's the future. It's a modern thing. It's called YouTube. People watch videos on it. People don't need the TV anymore. It's a magical thing. You can watch what you want. There's no censorship. Until YouTube tell you to stop watching stuff and then ban certain videos. But there's no censorship. So we're going to do a song now. We're going to do Ugly America. This was also a single I did back in 2019. Remember 2019?
No censorship.
Well, if you put something too bad on YouTube, they do take things on.
Okay.
Just want to clarify that. Okay, this is a song called Ugly America. This is a single in 2019, and this is a fantastic song. And this is very apt at the moment with the whole situation going down.
How long before he goes?
Well, he'll be gone. He's gone, isn't he?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. How long has he got? He's gone, hasn't he?
I've got to keep up.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
there we go. Ugly America. Rich Ugly America. Dancing Texas, Austin chicken. Dirty, thin, blonde skin. Construction does faster. Buildings, burgers, catching Indians. And I put all those jobs to work. Golf, church and digital schools. Killing bears, savage hunters. Loud figures, streets and windows. New York's bombings, planes and numbers. Dynamite's borders, places silver. John Wayne, Little Jackson. Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson. Moon dancing places, culture. Moving children, Charlton Heston. Beverly Hills, Whitney Houston. Dirty Vietnam, radioactive. Designer trains. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to finish off this song now. Myself and Linda were in a great band called Junkie Planet back in 1864, before TVs and electricity was invented, and we just got by with acoustic instruments because there was no electric guitar invented in those days. This was way before space travel. This was way before anybody realised the world was in fact round. So it's called The Price You Pay. It was a great song. It was a massive hit in my imagination.
You've got an amazing imagination, actually.
It's pretty good. You'd be scary if I could tell you everything in my
I'm
imagination.
feeling really, really old now. Thanks.
Okay, here we go. Price You Pay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stuck in the middle, stuck in the production line. a drink and look me in the eye. Tell me a story, how it could have been. Take a look in the mirror, to the different face that you see.
Pop your makeup, watch the grind. What's inside?
No more searching, nothing left to hide. Just take your money, yeah. That's the price you pay. That's the price you pay. Come on. That's the price you pay. Yeah. Come on, everybody, sing along. It's the price you pay. Yeah. Oh, it's the price you pay. Yeah. The price you pay. It's the price you pay. Yeah. Bring it into the station. Hey there. Thank you very much for listening. Wasps vs Humans. A little bit of chunky panic. Thank you very much. It's been fantastic. Enjoy the rest of the evening. If you've enjoyed the rest of the evening, enjoy the rest of your lives as well. Enjoy everything. Happy days ahead. Good night.
Thank you.
It's been the pleasure's all been mine. Thank you. Well.
Hey, look, we got dressed really quick then. Wasn't that impressive?
I love the fact that Linda couldn't find a whistle that they landed with the last song there. It's very clever the way you
But
did
look
that.
at the recovery. I mean, I came in, it was just very effective.
So thank you very much. We've started. And thank you for the comments, Charlie. Nice to hear. Well, not hear from what. Nice to see your text. Harry Chambers, that's nice to hear from you. Hannah Plover, how are you, my darling?
She's not impressed with the swearing, is she?
She probably is.
What do you think?
Anyway, so it's been great. So we're gonna what have we got next, baby?
Okay, what we got next? We have got the wonderful, beautiful voice of Andrea. I was actually trying to work it out because the first time I heard Andrea sing was over 20 years ago. So your comment earlier about feeling old, I kind of am doing now. But
How old was Andrea? About 10 or something, no?
Be careful. So anyway, it was actually an event called the chocolate's melting. Called the Cabaret event in Lincoln some 20 years ago. I was in a duo called Cahoots, and Andrea was performing with Liz and another girl, Liz, who will be performing with Egg a bit later on. So we all know each other. It's all very kind of a musical family. And they were performing as Fontanelle back in Lincoln 20 years ago, and she's got the most amazing voice. And we've hooked up a few times, obviously, since then. So I'll stop waffling, because you did say to me, didn't you, not to waffle in between the links. So we're going to put that on now. So here's Andrea.
Enjoy, everybody.
Hello, welcome along to my living room. Thank you very much, Linda and Coral and Syd and everybody for having me be part of this. I'm really looking forward to actually singing a few songs because, yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? And it's strange. I got the dreaded lurgy in December, and it was brutal. And I guess just the relief of being able to sit here and sing some songs it's immense actually. Bringing me back to what I do. I've chosen to start my set with a vintage country song. Everybody knows this. The reason I'm doing that is because it's where my roots are. And I was going through some files and folders and I rediscovered my dad's old gig book with his lyrics and all and keys and all that stuff in. And in it is a set list that I wrote for myself when I was 13 years old. And it's like, and I've decided to take the first song of that list and play it for you guys. Here we go. Do sing along if you need to. I think you might want to. almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, all my memories gather around her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue waters, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Taste of misty moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning light. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Traveling down a road, I get the feeling I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, oh Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I do love that wee song. And yeah, I probably should practice it more. You know, when I was choosing songs for the set, I went in initially in other areas or sort of other takes of the video. I went in with some more of the belligerent stuff that I did. And really that's not necessarily where I need to be, I don't think. Hence me doing this next song. This is one of my 2 happy songs that I've done. Because usually it's heartbreaking or belligerent. That's what happens. And this is a song called Destiny Calling. I love this wee song. I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. I wrote it a long, long time ago. And whenever I wrote it, it had this sort of a wee sort of 3, 4, 6, 8 thing going on. And I could never sit right with me, it just wouldn't. Until I got myself into a band with a folk bass guitarist and a metal drummer. And you know, the only thing that was actually wrong with this song was the rhythm. We changed it, we made it a happy song. All of this talking, there's nothing to say. All of this blaming, so someone can pay. Is there a destiny calling? Is there a destiny calling you? One hand is open, the other's a fist. I can't help but think there's something you missed. Is there a destiny calling? the way? Does in your opinion I've nothing to give till I agree with some definitive answer to destiny, answer to destiny calling. Whoa, where is the rhythm? Please right. You're looking back, you're wasting my time. Answer me, look at me. Is this the way? Cause in your opinion, I've nothing to give till I agree with some definitive answer to destiny, answer to destiny calling, answer to destiny calling you. Ooh, harmonic. Nice. Ooh, let's see. How are we getting on for time? Oh, not too bad. Right now. Okay, do you know, I think what I'm going to do just right now is a poem that I wrote. And it's about two boat journeys. I call it Storm. And it was written between the Wannsee in Berlin and the Brayford here in Lincoln. And it's called Storm. I built a boat. I've sewed a sail. I'm waiting on the wind. The sun has gone down. Lightning cracks open the sky. Thunder's rolling deep. The sail shivers in the breeze. On the step of a wave, feeling the spray, cooling the heat. 10,000 miles of tired, but ahead of the storm, the moon is nearly full. The sky cracks open again. Blow, blow wind, blow, this wave onto a not so distant shore. Finally, step from water onto sand and feel a different landscape underfoot. The storm has come and gone. The moon has waxed and waned. The dawn's about to break. Looking at the curve where the earth meets the sky, turn yellow, pink and blue. Feel another quickening. The sail shivers again. Thank you. Sorry, in my head I'm hearing applause. But really we're all just sitting in our living rooms in our jammies with cups of tea or glasses of wine. Old habits die hard. I can edit this, okay. Okay, I'm going to finish off with a song called Mister. Another oldie, but let's see how this goes. Give myself my note again. Hey, mister, can you spare me a moment? I know your time does not come cheap. I need to have your full attention, because tonight the seed you've sown has come to reap. Yes, you remember, you recognize me, the pleasantries we can set aside. Just when you thought you could outrun me, You find me here and you've got no place left to hide. That game you played is called consequences. It has a life of its own, it seems. It stirs a panic deep inside you. It takes you to a place where no one hears you scream. You're looking frightened, poor little mister. I must confess that this day has been a long time coming, but it's worth it to see the worm that turned got right under your skin. That didn't take long. Now did it, mister, to shift the balance? I think you'll find during our little conversation you've realized the power's not yours. It's really mine. And video experimenting. Hope that was...
Thank you so much, Andrea Ferguson. That was absolutely stupendous. Everything I'd expected it to be. So thank you so much. Really, really fantastic. And thank you for the messages that are coming in. I feel like we're reading things out like we're on Swap Shop on a Saturday morning in 1973, where we got our messages coming through. But it's very good, the messages coming back, and great to hear from everybody around the globe.
It is actually, because we've got
Europe. There's nobody from Brazil or anything yet, is there?
I don't know where's the furthest away we've got.
Don't know.
Messages, but is who's
Italy?
Italy, is that Charlie?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Charlie. I'm just answering. Just guessing.
Okay. Well, we've got Cork. We've got a lovely Cork contingent. So hi everybody. Hi Grania and Gary and Sarah and Hannah, the daughter. Mairead, you're there hopefully. And then we've got Cavan. My mother's actually tuned in, so she really enjoyed your set earlier as well.
Yeah, I bet she did. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on to the next performer. Syd Meats is a fantastic good friend, but a lot of the people have got Lincoln connections. I don't know if we're going to keep this going, and we'll have Lincoln connections and Irish connections, and we'll mix things around. But Syd was a fantastic friend of mine back in the day. He's not from Cork, not from Lincoln, but he lived in Lincoln for a good period of time. He's a singer-songwriter, he's a comedian, he's a poet, and he's got a definite kind of Ivor Cutler take on the world, which is fantastically surreal and fantastically beautiful and fantastically moving and fantastically funny. And we all need a laugh at this present time. So, it gives me great pleasure. He's an absolutely splendid chap and love him to bits. So, everybody, ready?
Can I just interject very quickly there and give a shout out actually to there's my friend Tree. Her son Thomas is a big Ivor Cutler fan. So this one's for you.
Well, he's not Ivor Cutler. Ivor Cutler's
dead,
obviously.
No, I'm not saying that, but I think he might enjoy this as well.
Exactly.
I'm sure Syd won't mind the reference.
No.
All right. We'll put him on.
Me and Egg saw Ivor Cutler live at the Theatre Royal. That was an interesting point. But Syd is not Ivor Cutler, and Syd is an absolutely wonderful, fantastic, and you'll love his set. Wonderful. Go.
You can't keep a fish in a nightclub. It isn't a place for your pet. A fish's place is in the sea. He'll never be happy on Jaeger bombs and E. The bouncers will ask him to leave when they see that he drinks like a fish. You can't keep a fish in a nightclub. It's not what he would wish. You can't keep a fish in a nightclub. He's not the best DJ, it seems. He can't spin his discs underwater, and his tail won't upload MP3s. He'll play his collection of drum and bass, but he'll never inspire you to dance. You can't keep a fish in a nightclub. He'll just sit round the tank in his pants. You can't keep a fish in a nightclub. He'll bring along his lobster pals, and they will all start pulling mussels and cavorting with oysters and clams. I'm trying to say it's immoral. They'd never do this in Iran. You can't keep a fish in a nightclub. It isn't a very good plan. Now, you cannot keep a fish in a nightclub. He'll end up with gout in his gills. Excessive exposure to thumping bass will cause him to flounder all over the place. The police will accuse him of dealing when they see he's got weed and some scales. You can't keep a fish in a nightclub and all that this entails. Now, you cannot keep a fish in a nightclub. It isn't that good for the arts. You can claim if you like that its level of culture surpasses the finest of poems and sculpture. You can lobby the mayor of Southampton with your pushy theatrical aunt, but you can't keep a fish in a nightclub and the council won't give you a grant. Well, I'm sure you've all got your own favourite songs about the life cycle of the mayfly. I'm going to be doing something very self-indulgent now and playing my own personal favourite song on that subject, and it goes like this. Life is extremely short when you're a mayfly, much shorter than you thought when you're a mayfly. One fly came up to me and said, "Can I write his biography?" There's not much time, you see, when you're a mayfly. And he said, beware of rising trout when you're a mayfly. Those fish come leaping out when you're a mayfly. They'll jump right out the water to make your life even shorter. You'd better not get caught when you're a mayfly. Your sex life's rather odd when you're a mayfly, floating above the pond when you're a mayfly. 6 hours to find a mate, 12 more to copulate. Then you're dead and it's too late when you're a mayfly. You'll never see your kids when you're a mayfly, 'cause when they're born you're dead when you're a mayfly. And you know they'll be sad to have no mum and dad. Life must be really bad when you're a mayfly. Mind the gap. Mind the gap between you and me. It is as huge as it is small. The time will come when I will ask you, what do you do? Do not let them pigeonhole you into any one thing. You are never too old for anything. You are my inner child. Don't be offended if I don't go looking for my inner child. I'd rather leave you quietly reading a book in a corner. I am your outer adult, and you must find me down the pub or at a poetry workshop. Don't vomit on a first date. A preposition is something you should never end a sentence with, so do it. Learn when to break the rules, but also learn when not to. There are no shortcuts in life, except possibly one, which is to do what you enjoy. At times, things will seem hopeless. This is quite normal. The most important thing is never to run out of hope. It will all work out in the end. Trust me and trust in the future. It's a hard balancing act, walking a tightrope of joy across a swamp of crocodiles. There are no right answers. There are no wrong answers. And yet there are billions of questions. And just as there are billions of stars in the sky, you must learn to admire their brilliance and mystery. Mind the gap. And make sure you have all your belongings with you when leaving the train. You may change here for other destinations, but you don't have to. Some change is inevitable, but try to stay a child sometimes. Hold on to the handrail of childhood insight until the end of the line. Mind the gap. You know, there are a lot of songs about rain, and we shouldn't necessarily view it in a negative way. And when Buddy Holly said it was raining in his heart, what he probably meant was he was giving it a wash. It's a happy wash day, gonna wash my clothes. I'm gonna wash away my troubles with a hose. It's a happy wash day, and I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna hang out all my hang-ups out on the line. I'm feeling free, and there ain't nothing that's bothering me. Nothing in my life is urgent since I wash my troubles away with detergent. Happy wash day, gonna wash my shirts. I'm gonna wash away those awkward stains and dirt. It's a happy wash day, I'm not feeling blue. I'm gonna do those things I've always wanted to do. Well, hello world, I hope you have a happy day. I'm gonna wish all the joy that I could ever wish on you, and I ain't even using fabric conditioner wash day. And I'm tumble dried. I'm feeling clean now on the surface and inside. It's a happy wash day, and I'm feeling good. I'm using eco-friendly liquid like you should. Don't care if it's Monday or Saturday. Today is a doesn't really matter day. Today is a happy wash day. It's a happy wash day. It's a happy wash day. It's a happy wash day. Well, you like my page, so you're already a fan. So here's the video of me, the man. I'm hotter than a sheep and cooler than a goat, and people really love it when I self-promote. I've got millions of followers on Snapchat and Twitter. I'm warning all the gangsters not to drop litter. My words hit harder than an angry stoat, and people really love it when I self-promote. I'm gonna self-promote. I look good in the hood in my Primark coat. I'm gonna scream and shout till I ain't got a throat, because people really love it when I self-promote. I'm the hardest rapper since 50 Cent, so keep your moggy off my garden fence. Don't want no paw prints on my creosote, and people really love it when I self-promote. I'm the poet laureate in 15 countries. My latest collection is for sale on Gumtree. At ceramics class I made a gravy boat, and people really love it when I self-promote. I'm gonna self-promote. I look good in the hood in my Primark coat. I'm gonna scream and shout till I ain't got a throat, 'cause people really love it when I self-promote. I hate Ed Sheeran because he's pathetic. I don't do donuts, I'm a diabetic. I'm the self-starred king of the TV remote, and people really love it when I self-promote. All the gang steer clear of my home crew. We once scared a penguin in Marwell Zoo. My moped's faster than the milkman's float, and people really love it when I self-promote. I'm gonna self-promote. I look good in the hood in my Primark coat. I'm gonna scream and shout till I ain't got a throat, 'cause people really love it when I self-promote. Well, it's coming to the end of my set now, so I'd like to thank Carl and Linda for inviting me to take part in this. The next song is about the health benefits of trepanation. For that reason we need a short legal disclaimer, which is that neither I nor the broadcasters of this programme condone the drilling of holes in people's heads. So that announcement done, we can now move on to the song. If you're feeling low and life is dull, you can get a little hole bored in your skull. If your whole world's going down the pan, then you can get yourself trepanned. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want to get myself trepanned. Well, just give me a drill and I'll do the rest. No need to take uppers if you feel depressed. It's cheaper than Prozac on the NHS, and if your diet costs even less. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want to get myself trepanned. Well, you can make yourself feel a whole lot better through creative use of a Black & Decker. You can give yourself a brain that is open plan when you get yourself trepanned. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want to get myself trepanned. Once more, I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. I want a hole drilled in my head. But don't try this at home.
That was absolutely fantastic. Really fantastic. Thank you, Syd Meats. That was a real pleasure. I'm looking forward to meeting you in real life when all this nonsense is over. I love the fact that you managed to go gravy boat, self-promote. That's a fantastic rhyming couplet. Fantastic. Really, really fantastic. And all the acts have been absolutely sensational, except for the first one, was a bit sweary, wasn't it, really? But besides that, it's been actually fine. And I love the fact we've tried to up the quality. I don't think we can continue to do this on a regular basis with Irish and English and all kinds of acts and or friends from the UK and friends of Ireland as well together, which I think is a fantastic thing to do. Keep us all busy, keep us all creative, and it's important to remember we've got the virtual tip jar, and it's sort of important.
Shaking it there.
And it's important that all music is kind of valid, and it's just even if it's just like a euro, it doesn't really matter.
It does say dollars, but don't worry about that. Just it'll convert it all and everything else.
Everything has to be American, doesn't it? Everything has to be. Why does everything have to be American? No one's answering. Anyway, so the last act I'd like to bring on to the virtual stage are two great friends of ours, Liz and Egg Lucas. I've known Liz and Egg Lucas for, as I said, about 130 years. I first met Liz and Egg back in 1925, and we were in a band called the Forming Telephones together. And But you won't be, don't expect a Falling Telephone set tonight or a Monkeys with Clothes on set either. Though they've been performing together with the Standing Blues Band, a wonderful, wonderful blues band. Liz, before that, was keyboard player in the Bamboo Beat Band. Can people remember the Bamboo Beat Band? Please message. Fantastic. And she was the keyboard player there. Liz is also an actress, a fantastic actress, director and writer and gardener as well. Egg also makes guitars for a living. He actually makes money, lots of money making guitars, and he sells them all around the world. And guitar makers are called luthiers. Exactly. Yeah. No exams, but it's still all there. You know what I'm saying?
Stuck.
So, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's worked out very good. This is a new kind of program we're using. So we're obviously thinking, is it all going to work? It appears to be working. So let's move on to the last act to make sure it doesn't stop before we get the last act in. So everybody, it's a clever word play on both their names. Everybody, we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Lizard's egg! Now you're going to press the button now, haven't you?
Shit.
Okay, I said it again. Get ready.
Sugar. Sorry. Okay.
No,
hang on. I've got to get ready to press the microphone off.
Yeah. Shall I just say the name?
Do you know you do
Ladies
that?
and gentlemen, everybody, Lizard's egg.
Good evening and welcome to Cole's Cabaret.
We are the Lizards.
We are the Lizard's Egg. We're from Lincoln, and our first song is Annabelle, and it's all about not being able to have what you want.
It's not to be confused with Hannibal, who crossed the Alps with elephants.
Hang on, I'm on the wrong capo bit. Because otherwise I'll put it on too late and it'll all be on.
Are you there?
Yeah. These 20 acres and one genuine from the Alabama Trust. Half of the cotton, a third of the corn. Get a handful of dust. We cannot have all things to please us, no matter how we try, till we've all got to Jesus. We can only one way. Gillian Welsh and Dave Rawlings song, all about not being able to have what you want. That's good. It's only water. This is a Bob Dylan song. Oh, the streets of Rome are filled with rubble. Ancient footprints are everywhere. You can almost think that you're seeing double on a cold, dark night on the Spanish stairs. Gotta hurry back to my hotel room. I got me a date with Botticelli's niece. She told me she'd be there with me when I paint my masterpiece. Oh, the hours I've spent inside the Colosseum, dodging lions and wasting time. Oh, those mighty kings of the jungle haven't had me better see 'em. Well, it sure has been a long, long, hard climb. Time wheels running in the back of my memory. When I was up on the hillside, following a pack of wild geese. But someday everything is gonna be like a rhapsody when I paint my masterpiece. Well, I left Rome and I landed in Brussels on a plane ride so bumpy I almost cried. Clergyman in uniform and young girls pulling muscles. Everyone was there to see me when I stepped inside. Newspaper man eating candy had to be held down by the police. But someday everything is gonna be different, oh yeah, when I taint my masterpiece, when I paint my masterpiece, when I paint my masterpiece. Bit of Bob Dylan there for you. This one's not Bob Dylan, I'm afraid.
A song by
I don't know who it's
Bob
by.
Dylan.
No, not Bob
Oh, is it?
Dylan.
Oh, it's that one. Yeah.
It's not Bob Dylan, that's for sure. Okay. Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Something wasn't right here. Oh baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. Now you're on the side, yeah, show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Because my loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, take me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, the reason I breathe is you. Boy, you got me flying, oh pretty baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. It's not the way I planned it, show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now what we've got. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, take me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. But I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe that you will be here. Now give me a sign, take me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, take me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, take me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, how was I supposed to know? So emotional. Oh. Okay.
This is an epic one to finish with.
We're going to finish with a Richard Thompson song.
Thank you for
Richard and
listening.
Linda Thompson, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show. And you, my ball and chain, you just hand me that same old refrain. I'm walking on a wire, I'm walking on a wire, and I'm falling.
Thank you so much, Egg, and thank you for the bow at the end. That was absolutely sensational. What a fantastic, sensational ending to an absolutely beautiful night. Just a few thank yous there. I just want to thank you to Jack Plover, who did the lighting for this evening for us in here with the live webcam, and also edited and directed our Wasps Human spot as well. And also, if anyone's interested in seeing his films, you can subscribe to his YouTube channel, which is JSP Filmer. GSP Filmer, and there's a link there.
Just posted it there on the feed.
That was actually fantastic. It's beautiful evening of music, and I think we tried to get everybody to do sort of better quality, and that was one of the briefs we had, was kind of saying, let's get some people who will do a small set so it's not too long for people, and let's try and make it nice quality and mic'd up a little bit nicer. And everyone did that really, really well. A big thank you to, I can't say big thank you to us as well. You know, we did the
big
start
thank
bit.
you to
Big
myself.
thank you to Wasps Singers. Really. Punk poetry. One of the best punk poets in Carrigaline. Okay, there's no other punk poets in Carrigaline in Cork, but you know, just saying. And then the fantastic Andrea Ferguson, who was just absolutely sensational. This kind of folky, country, bluesy voice.
I've actually, just earlier on, I've just put a link there to Andrea's done a version of Jolene, and if you just kind of go back up the feed, you can click on the link there to her version of that, which is on YouTube. So I'm still recovering from that last song that Liz and Egg did there. It's just beautiful. They actually did that on Eggly has got a channel there. Again, we've put the link to that, and they've got all those. Sorry, you wanted to talk about
I just feels like it's a winter watch thing. I just feel I want us now to cut away to the trail cameras and see what the Ness are doing now.
We've actually got trail cameras as well.
I just think that feels like that's the kind of camera setup, isn't it? You know, Michaela.
Can I just say though about because it's just beautiful, because that Richard Thompson that they did there. Is just, I'm actually made me cry a little bit. So it's on the on Eggly's YouTube channel, his Luthier channel, but also all the lockdown sessions that they did. They did a song every day for a while, and it's absolutely amazing. So if you want to check out that again, look on the feed for that.
Panda-monium,
Yes.
Syd Meats, fantastic. Harmonium kind of duo, and anything to do with Syd Meats is also, you know, I love Syd's view of the world, and it's refreshing. It can be very beautiful. There's a very moving piece in there in the middle of it, which I found very beautiful. And then he's got a bizarre side of the life as well. So you need to keep smiling and keep laughing for all the shit. I think that's important as well. And we finished off with Liz and Egg, which is actually wonderful. I tell you something, Liz. And Bob Dylan doesn't sing it like that, does he? That Bob Dylan song, the second to last one. He doesn't sing like that, does he? I've never seen Bob Dylan sing a vocal like that.
No.
Or sing at all.
Yeah.
I love Bob Dylan though. 80 years old this year. And his new album's absolutely fantastic.
It is.
Anyway, on that bombshell, it's been a great evening. Thank you so much for coming along to Cabaret Connect. And we might do it again, for God's sake.
What do you reckon? Do you think we should? Comment below.
Be quickly, because we're stopping soon, but comment really fast.
Also, if you do, I'm apologising for kind of putting, I don't know why I'm doing this. I haven't got a jar in my wine glass. Like I say, if you can, if you have a bit of money and you fancy donating, all the money, basically, it just gets shared out with the musicians that have been performing this evening. So, yeah, that would be great.
And thank you very much for coming down. And it's been an absolute pleasure. And welcome and goodbye. And keep smiling through everything, because it is the arts that's keeping everybody going through all this shit. Is the arts and it's music, and it should be respected. How do we unwind? We listen, we read a book, we watch a movie, you listen to music. So this way we're coming together to do things. We can be a community online and do stuff a little bit better quality. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Good night.
We
We'll
have
hope to
been your
see you
hosts.
soon. Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Wasps.
All the best.
He's Mr. Wasp, I'm Mrs. Wasps. Okay, thanks. Good night.
Peace out.
You see, this is it. You see, this is the bit where you've got the, where I'm going end broadcast.
End broadcast.
It's a really shoddy ending.
It's a
Anyway,
shoddy ending.
good night.
Anyway,
everybody.
thanks. Peace out.